everyone. I am delighted to welcome you to the Sanatana and Sanutana to get the future direction. Today, we gather to explore the dynamic interplay between Sanatana, the timeless and eternal principles, and Sanutana, the evolving and contemporary expressions of these ancient traditions. Our discussions will focus on how we can harmonize these perspectives to guide our future in the world that is rapidly changing yet deeply connected to its roots. By examining both the steadfastness of our traditions and the adaptability required for modern challenges, we aim to find a path that our traditions and that honors our heritage while innovatively shaping the future. Let us engage in this meaningful dialogue and uncover insights that will help us navigate the journey ahead. With that, I would like to invite our session moderator, Padmashri Prahalada onto the dais and request Dr. A.V.S. Shastri Garu to facilitate sir with Upavastram and a plant.
So, having known Civic for almost 20 years, it's a pleasant surprise to see the growth of Civic and how it has become almost the entire country is today here. From young students, from 150 students, we have come. So, a lot of people are here, good. And what we want to see is Sanatana and Sanutana, how to integrate. And the number of lectures we have heard and number of people have presented both Sanatana and how it is related to Sanutana. Though these are Sanatana Dharma or Sanatana Shastra, but presentation by Sanutana people only. So they all understand the current science. So it is interesting now. Idea is how do we take it forward? Everybody knows India had big culture. Only we lost it about 1,000 years ago with all the foreign invasions. We have to catch up. And fortunately, there are very now real good expertise available, both young and not so young people. Sanutana, we know the modern science. So can we excavate, recover and take it forward? And if something is good, why not we use it? Is the idea. So what I would request each of the experts to give 2 minutes first round, and we'll hear their first comments. Then we can go into depth. I will also request the audience also to participate in this panel discussion, give suggestions, because we want to, at the end of it today, we want to have a resolution what this has emerged from this discussion today's session and take it with the government policy makers. This is the idea. So please suggest something which you think we should do, not missing the Sanatana and catching up with Sanutana right way. So I request now each one of you kindly share just 2-3 minutes, then we will allow the people to give their reactions.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to be on this panel. I come from a background of naval sciences and materials. So I open my subject where we are looking at the research, especially utilizing the Navika Sastra. Our ancient Navika Sastra had many technologies. It was, if you look at it, it was sleek. People could do all over the world. They knew what channels were available. We talk about many SOFA channels, we talk about acoustic channels, but I feel that they had the complete knowledge of the earth channels, underwater channels. They had the knowledge of communicating under it, so acoustics wise also, because Sabda Sastra was very much prevalent there, and many of which is not known today. Today still we have a very grey areas in Sabda Sastra. And if you actually look at Sanskrit as a language, and the frequency modulations that we can give self-Sanskrit by the verbal Sanskrit can give us a very good active sensors and active communication systems underwater today. And because underwater light cannot travel. The only way is your energy that can travel is sound, and for some small extent, magnetic energy. So these are the two areas which we have to look at deeply. The third area is the ecosystem. Underwater, it's very, very important that in fact, India now signs net zero emissions in water. So ecosystems again goes back to what our ancients have used. In fact, I always tell people that they could build such a huge temples with such a wonderful architecture, but you don't see any houses with such architecture because they believed in living eco-friendly. So underwater domain, we have this eco-friendliness to come up, and what best can be done. Fourth will be on the stealth technologies underwater, where nothing to be detected by others. These are the four things which I wanted to open because it's a short file. Sir told me 3 to 4 minutes. I thought I could open these 4 domains which were where we were masters. We had to regain to that mastery again.
The systematic validation of the traditional knowledge that we have in terms of safety and efficacy is not done. In order to gain the global acceptance, we need to do that. And as part of that, I have been working in association with some of these Ayurvedic companies where we have taken specifically with the support from National Medicine Plan Board, with Reddan representing from Topper, where we have characterized the drug functional of the medicinal plants, and then we have shown the safety and efficacy of these drug fungible medicinal plant systems, and then came up with various molecules. Some of them were in fact introduced into the market, some of them are in the pipeline. So the rich heritage in terms of academic institutions, it has to be taught, and today we have seen it is a revelation that the kind of traditional knowledge that we have, it has to be communicated to the next generation. The forum has to be provided along with the government representatives so that appropriate actions could be taken up in order to move forward and then pass on the traditional system of knowledge generations to them. And globally, we could also bring the acceptance and market also from the
At the outset, I would like to congratulate Shri VT for completing 25 years of existence, and then it's a successful journey. Let us applaud the entire team of Shri VT for completing. It's a great journey. Then, in fact, just 1.5 years back only, I came to know that there is a university working on, there is an institution working on this, the adjacent, the science and then modern science and the research. Then that is actually amazing. And I'm new to this adjacent the sciences, but still I would like to bring some of the points like you know that Nalanda University is a very old Indian university system. Then it was started way back several years back, and then there actually the relation between Guru and Shishya, that was admired in our history. Then slowly that is actually depleting. That means the relation between Guru and Shishya for effective dissemination of the knowledge and for effective learning, that is slowly missing. Therefore, in the education system as university, we need to bring ethics and values into the curriculum. That's what, apart from the technology side, apart from other emerging areas, we need to bring the ethics and values also mandatory course, so that the students will know how they should respect and what are the ethics, and then how they should live in the society, how they should help with the society, and all those things. Also, there should be a subject on this, ancient science, what exactly happened 200 years or 300, 400 years back in India, and how that can be correlated to the modern science. That kind of subject also, at least one course or some module should be there in the curriculum. That is missing right now. Right now, what we teach is, we don't talk anything about the history of India in our, particularly in engineering and technology side. But might be in history and other places where the universities offer those courses, there might be some teaching happening. But technological universities, nobody teach about those things. Therefore, something that has to come. And apart from that, of course, by 2047, India should become Viksit Bharat. And for Viksit Bharat, there are so many things, like the GR of the country should go up to 50% by 2035. Then this is what actually the present government is aiming. And the new education policy in 2020, that also should be effectively implemented. Then we can take the India to the next level with the ancient science and the modern science put together, blended together, and then university should take the India to the developing country to developed country. Now, beyond as educational institutions, we have the role to play, the major role to play. Because if we see the developed countries, the GR, gross enrollment ratio, is always 80, 90, 100% also. But whereas India, it is still very low, only 28% right now, GR, gross enrollment ratio, that has to be picked up. And then India will become the developing country to developed country by 2047. There are many points we need to, as educational institutions, we need to discuss.
So I think coming to the specific context of how you can potentially empower SRBIT, I think two parts. One is, I think over the last day and a half, we have listened to some really amazing insights into various aspects of the work being done, be it in materials, be it in space, be it in medicine, etc. Now the challenge is, how do you commercialize this? So how do you take it literally from lab to market? That is one. Second is, how do you bring the industry engagement going? Third is, how can we get some level of market access? Fourth is, how do we get funding made available to these to these ideas? And fifth, of course, is how do you build a set of mentors who can support these ideas to become basically market validated, and also combining traditional knowledge with scientific. This thing can be also scientifically validated. So I think methodology, market access, mentorship, helping access to capital, and also building communities. How to bring all these communities together. So that's where I think there's work to be done, and which is where I think I'm delighted to see such distinguished people on the dais. We now have to figure out how to convert the intent into execution, and how can we leverage the collective will to make something really substantive happen. So looking forward to that.
We had a good discussion that time, and we found that there are a lot many things. See, I'm not talking today what we have done, but now what needs to be done through this ancient route, like which is mentioned in the Vedas, for the synthesis of metals, synthesis of oxides. So what today's requirement is whether we can make high purity silicon using this method, high purity germanium, because we need electronic grade silicon and electronic grade germanium, which is really required for the quantum technology and other things. So whether we can make this with this engine, because making these electronic grade silicon and highly 97 impurity or 9 impurity, which is required in the electronics, which is quite possible to this ancient route. Definitely, this will be the miracle, because a lot of quartz is available in the country, and using these quartz, or like rice husk, from the rice husk people are talking about very high purity silica. Through this silica, whether we can make silicon 99.9 and at least 4 impurity silicon. So that is also important. Today, see, we are taking so many Ayurvedic medicines today, but give the scientific support to this Ayurveda, because we are using mercury, we are using lead, and nobody is accepting our Ayurvedic medicines worldwide. So now we have a program, we have already taken up this program so that we can just see the science behind it. Like Suvarna Basma we are taking for immunity purpose, or some of the doctors claiming that it cures the cancer. What is really happening in the body when you take this Basma? Does anything happen in the blood or any tissues? When it goes, because gold is gold, it should not react anywhere. It should be somewhere in the body. So we have analyzed the stool, we have analyzed blood, but we could not find the gold, whether in blood or stool. So scientists like me think that where it goes, whether it is attached to the cells, nothing is known. So this needs to be. So we have to think this way, whether all youngsters are here, whether we can make efforts to do more experiments on this and see. We can club with medical doctors, because we are already doing that now. Some of the doctors are claiming the cancer can be recovered, or stomach problem can be recovered, or tumors size also get reduced. So these things will be happening using this Bharat Basma and this Suvarna Basma and or Silver Basma. So what is really great is that what they are really affecting in the body, that needs to be scientifically proved. Otherwise, people will not accept our Ayurveda. So this is very important R&D in future we have to do, so that then we'll get recognition in Ayurveda. So this is very important concept. And another is, anyway, we are going for quantum technology, we are talking about quantum materials and quantum technology. So these quantum materials are also very difficult to make synthetically, like two-dimensional materials, whether it is MOH2, whether it is graphene. If it is large scale, you can make this ancient method. Definitely, this will be very, very important for this technology. So these are the new things coming in now. So we should also look into these synthetic approaches, whether we can make such kind of materials. So these are my views. I don't take much time because I'm taking a lot of time. And definitely, if Shastrika wants some help from us for these new materials and for the new technologies, definitely we are there with you, sir. And
the point of finance, to what extent finance is there in those days. It's like a deep science behind it. I was having perplexing feelings of where the finance has come, how it has come. When you see Bharadwaj Putri, when I was, first of all, I went into Kautilya. There's an interesting story in the Kautilya mind that attracted me. In the costing, in the charter, cost accounting in the 70s, I used to have a lot of interest in public finance. And, I got attracted to Kautilya. When I read the Kautilya, it's a beautiful treatise on all the subjects, talk agriculture, public administration. When Indira Gandhi asked what is the success rate of foreign policy, she said, I read Kautilya 20 times. When I was traveling one day with Dr.Y.Srinivas Rao, the CPA leader, I was sitting by my side, he told me, Murthy, I know you well, he said, how come? I know you write articles on Kautilya, for our, Yugoslavian, revolutionary veto. No, he quoted Kautilya. I said, how come? He said, a revolution can come, Nanda dynasty. The king is not competent, then people revolt. There's a package of Kautilya. He told that so many people got inspired with Kautilya. Then I got inspired with that background. In fact, in 80s and 90s, I got into this. I went in deep. And there's such a great administration, education system, finance system, so many systems are there. How the results would have happened in this? Thousands of years back, how the results would have happened? This is perplexing. And when I went to Kautilya is the first book. So we got, I have seen Bharadwaj Putri and Dr.Y.Srinivas Rao. I wish people should go into it. They have talked about do's and don'ts. And little bit, but Kautilya has refined everything. It is 350 BC. And everybody's surprised. You will see administration, governance from villages to central level, agriculture, industry. In those days, unified card would be there, like Aadhaar card now. Any person coming into the country used to give the identity card to Panas. They said 2 Panas, something like that. So, they have to divide, when the person goes out of the country, he has to give back an card. So, the type of system is to be there. And industry maximum taxes were 16%. And that was there. The surprising thing in the industry. And legal system is so pakka. You have courts, do's and don'ts for judges, do's and don'ts for clerks in the court, whatnot. Then you have finance and budgeting. And accounting, and your annual public finance. Public finance was excellently dealt in the Kautilya detail. What we surprised is the 3 universities which were there, Takshashila, Nalanda, and in those days, the university so the 3 universities were very popular. Is Takshashila, Nalanda, and Vikramshila. The 3 universities, the education system, Tarka, Ganitam, the subjects taught are amazing, and metals, metallurgy, lot of subject and metals. So what I was feeling, is, this is a subject which everybody should focus it, and we should bring back. When I was, of course, I report my experience with Chandrababu, when he was doing in 1999, when he was doing with tech dams. I surprised. I asked him from where you got the concept. Then the Sri Prasad was Professor Secretary was saying, sir, he keeps Kautilya, he provides us in Delhi all the time. He said, so tech dams is the concept came in those days, these self-help groups, tech dams, women empowerment, and all these things were built in Kautilya days. And what I want to say is, since I am asked to talk about finance and budget, it is really surprising that interest rates were given in the budget. In the financial system, the taxes, property taxes, how much rates have to be there, tax governance, and there are various types of taxes. Sulka, we used to call, customs, Revesia, import duty, Nistaria, export duty, and Dwarabhi, Rakami, Octroi, Vyaji, Bhaga, transaction tax, Vattani, road cess, Parishu, monopoly tax, Pindakara, Seva, Vectum, major tax. Like this, major revenue with penalties. Very surprising. The penalties for not doing good was major. That's why Dharma was there. Today, our Lord Mehta is spoiled on the system in India. Our system is so strong. The penalties, strong penalties a tax is there. So penalties for not doing good is a major income in the community. That's what the budget, major income is penalties. So we know this, that is the subject, like the great culture we have, civilization we have. No surprise, the Vedas got such a, so much work has been done to give science to it. Without that subject, without that social structure, education system, finance system, government system, so much research would not have happened in those days. This is very surprising, sir. I think a lot of work has to be done in this. I wish you will carry on the work and have a, you have done so much work on the metals and metallurgy and nanoparticles. I wish you should keep a subject on public administration, public finance, and all the things also which are there in those days, which are got spoiled. Thanks to Lord Macaulay, got spoiled, the whole thing got destroyed. Thank you very much, Reddy. I hope you wanted me to talk. Okay, there's a lot more to talk. It will take 1 or 2 hours to speak on this subject. Thank you very much.
To stay informed about the startup ecosystem, subscribe to My Startup TV.